The multi-tool world has changed, it is changing, it will change, and even on the deluxe end, where we have some of our highest prices in multi-tools, it's hard to keep up with some of the models that are out there and available to you, the consumer, this year. So in 2024, sitting at one of the top spots of the list surely is a Victorinox Spirit. Again, this is my older model right here. We've got a lot of very good tools in here. We've got the file, can opener on mine, Phillips screwdriver, another screwdriver. We've got scissors, we've got chisels, we've got the saw, the serrated blade, got the bottle cap lifter and the awl, and then we've got a great set of pliers. Now I have to say, one of the negatives of the Victorinox Spirit, at least on mine, is that the tool set is very hard to open at times, but it's also a positive because this is an older model and over the years the rivets have held, and this is a very tough tool. Now, one of the recent things that Victorinox has done is they have released this pocket clip, which makes this an even greater tool, and then they do have some one-handed varieties. Now, in some of the Victorinox Spirit models, they do come in around $145. That price can fluctuate and change, but this particular one comes in around 7.4 ounces or 209 grams, so this is on the lighter scale of some of these deluxe tools that you'll find. So the Victorinox Spirit, I think, is a great option. It's not for everyone, but it is one of the top spots that you'll find here, and in 2024, still a great option to this day. Now, I think one of the next spots probably goes to the Leatherman Arc for most people. And we have the Leatherman free technology right here on the Arc replaceable wire cutters. We've got the crimpers right here. Lots of options where you have for the pocket clip right here, there's all kinds of knickknacks that people have made. I shouldn't say knickknacks, tools really, and really cool options. And then we have the bit driver, we've got the wire cutter, we have the magnet cut blade right here. We do also have the saw, we've got the file, diamond file, scissors, and on this side we've got the micro bit, the awl, and we do have wire strippers and the large screwdriver. So the Victorinox, or the Leatherman Arc rather, has some of the easiest opening tools, so I think that's something a lot of people really like. Again, that free technology, very easy tool to use, and a lot of people love that. Again, $230, 8.6 ounces, 243 grams. So for some people, I think the biggest thing holding them back will be price. The only other negative, it does have this hammering spot, is the wire cutters. We've talked enough about that, and probably for a lot of you that won't be an issue. All right, so the next one does come from Leatherman again, the Leatherman Charge TTI. A little bit more of an older design, but still a great design. One of my favorite designs from Leatherman. And they have the micro bit, the large screwdriver, the scissors. We've got the bit driver, the can opener. We've got the diamond file, the S30V knife. We've got the saw. We've got the serrated blade with the hook, and then the great set of pliers, again, replaceable wire cutters and the crimpers as well. This is a little bit older model rather, where they had this crimper at the top as well. They don't have that anymore. For a lot of you, that's a very good thing. This does come in around $200. Again, the same weight as a Leatherman Arc at 8.6 ounces or 248 grams, so keep that in mind. Now, when we go from here to some of the lower levels, it's a little bit hard to figure out what even compares to the Arc, the Spirit, and the Charge TTI. And to be honest, there's not a whole lot of competitors in this deluxe arena. So when we turn our eyes to Gerber, they basically offer work tools. Specifically, think the Dual Force, the Center Drive, the MP600. The only one that I can think of that they probably geared a little bit more deluxe is the MP800, but it's a very old version and it's been around for a while. Probably so long a lot of you have forgotten it even exists. So it does have spring-loaded pliers, it's got replaceable wire cutters, and it's got a very interesting plier head as well. A little bit different than Gerber's other models in that you do have the butterfly opening pliers instead of the one-hand opening. And then you do have aluminum handles to try to lighten it up, but it's still somewhere around that 9 ounce mark, 9.8 ounces actually, or 272 grams. It does have all locking tools. And then when we get to the tool set in the interior, a little interesting tool set. We've got the scissors right here. We've got the file. We've got the screwdrivers. And again, more of an old-fashioned tool set in that it's very screwdriver heavy. So reminds you a little bit of the Gerber 300 series and such. It does have this this blade right here, combo blade. It does have the Phillips screwdriver. You can use the bit adapter on that, I believe. And then it does have this replaceable saw, but it's very hard, or not very hard, it's harder to find blades to fit in here because this is the universal instead of the T-shank adapter. So keep that in mind. This does come in at $120. Again, 9.8 ounces, 277 grams, $120 for a tool that I don't think is that fantastic. A lot of times these rubber grips sort of fall out, and it is a little bit heavy, and it doesn't have, I don't think, as many tools as it should. Very thick handles, but this is the ultimate tool for some people, but probably very few. All right, so when we talk about SOG, again, SOG has sort of gotten out of the 4-inch multi-tool frame. They only have about 2 models that are close. A lot of theirs are almost more like Leatherman Surge competitors. Think the Power Lock, Power Access Assist, and so forth. But they do have the SOG Deluxe, which is a little bit closer to a Wave competitor or a Charge competitor. This does come in very cheap on sale right now for $60, fluctuates up and down. Sometimes I think it's closer to $100. But right now on Amazon, I saw it was around $60. So we've got some very smaller, thinner tools. We've got the saw, the file, the awl, the 1/4-inch bit adapter. We've got the screwdriver, the knife, the serrated blade, very small micro driver, Phillips screwdriver, can opener, and bottle cap lifter, and the other screwdriver. Now, the nice thing is all the tools are accessible from the outside. You have a 1/4-inch bit driver on the end. And then when you open this, you've got these pliers. I really like the design system with a compound leverage in that they're very smooth to operate. I've never had an issue with a compound leverage system breaking. I do hear people say that they have, but that has never been an issue for me. But it might be an issue down the road. So this one does not have a pocket clip, unfortunately, but they do always come with a pouch. And this one, again, sits at around $60, 8.7 ounces, or around that 246 grams. So that is the SOG Power Access Deluxe version. All right, so where do we go from here? And I think the next one is actually the Roxon Flex. Now, my version comes in around 9 ounces, or somewhere around 250 grams, and it's around $80, depending on the tool set you get with this. Spring-loaded pliers, replaceable wire cutters. It does come with a great pocket clip, and then it comes with a tool set that comes with that easy access right here. So very cool. Now I have, and again, you choose your implements because this is a modular tool. So I've got the serrated blade on mine. I've got the chisel, wire stripper, cutting hook, file, all. I've got the scissors, Phillips screwdriver. I've got can opener, bottle cap lifter, and the screwdriver. And as some people have mentioned, you can fit more than one longer tool implement in here. So that's something to consider. I think this is a really fantastic tool, Roxon's best to date, I think, and well worth your money. So I think this is a great option. Again, the tools are very easy to change. It's been a little while since I changed it, but what you do is you clip this, put that all the way to the bottom, and then you keep it that way. You can just go ahead, fit another one in there, and you're ready to go. That's how painless it is to change these tools. Excellent, excellent design. So keep that in mind. The Roxon Flex should release in June. This is actually a pre-release version, but it will be available this year. I've already ordered a bit driver for mine, and I think they have a ferrule rod holder as well that I may have ordered. So a lot of really cool options for this. Check out their page, and Roxon was kind enough to send this to me, but I do think it's a great tool. Now, a lot of people say, well, what about the GOAT? Yeah, the GOAT is a very unique tool as well. So this one, again, is spring-loaded pliers. You can even remove, you can add customized handles to yours, titanium, brass scales, and then it does also have outside accessible tools right here. You've got the scissors, the bit driver, you've got the knife. You do have, again, you pick your tools. So you have the hobby. Mine has the hobby knife, it has the saw, then it has several options. You even have this that takes apart your tool on the fly, which is pretty cool. So a lot of great options there. Only reservations, again, are with the wire cutters. They don't work very good as it is. You have to do some pretty extreme modifications to make them work. But for most of you, probably won't be an issue because not everyone uses wire cutters that much. Hammer cutting surface. This comes in around $119. I think my version comes in around 8.5 ounces, but 7.7 ounces is like the standard version without the handles and so forth. My version comes in around 218 grams, a little bit heavier. But again, pretty unique design. And this has been actually several of you guys' dream tool, as you have talked about how you love the GOAT multi-tool. All right, so moving on, I think really the next one we need to talk about is Day Camping DL7. And this one right here is pretty fantastic. This is one of my favorites on the list because finally I feel like there's an option for those of us who need some budget tools. Now, because of the channel, I do buy some more luxury multi-tools, but still at heart, I love these budget options. And some people will talk about the ethics. Some people say, oh, the patents are expired, there's no need to worry. But I do have to say it is very design heavy on the Leatherman Charge TTI. So you've got the blade, the saw, the serrated blade with the cutting hook, but you do have outside set of scissors, which is definitely a big change. You've got titanium style handles, well, titanium handles right here. And then you do have this micro driver. Got the screwdriver, all a diamond file, very small right here. And then you've got the wire cutter or the wire stripper can opener combo. On this side, you've got the great 1/4 inch screwdriver, which I love right here. Now, one of the things I love about this is you can actually customize it using some Leatherman parts, not all, but some, a few at least. And this is actually Leatherman Charge Plus handles right here, the aluminum, I believe it is, handles. And I was able to buy these off eBay and actually take these off, put these on. Very happy with the result. I actually put a bucket clip on mine as well. And so for when it comes in, you can get these $40 to $50, around 9.5 ounces. So again, you know, somewhere around that 260 gram point. So I think this is an excellent tool for the money. Probably one of the best options right here for the budget minded. So really a big fan of this tool. Now, the last that I picked on this list was actually from NexTool. So NexTool sent this to me as well, I think some time ago, a year or two ago. So thanks to them for that. This, I believe, is pretty much their flagship Pro, NexTool Flagship Pro. I think this might be called the Black Knight version. It's been a while since I looked into it, but it does. This particular version has a knife, has the saw right here, and then you've got this pocket clip. One of the things that they really market about this tool is these huge set of scissors on the outside, which are actually pretty good. And then you do have some inner tools as well, or outer tools rather, you can access. So you do have the cutting hook, you've got the can opener, and you do have a screwdriver and the bottle cap lifter as well. So all these are on the outside right here. I like the color on these. They do have a blue version on AliExpress. They have a red and green version, I believe, that are coming soon to Amazon that are already at their store. So keep that on your radar. I think this is an okay tool. It comes in at around $40, 245 grams or 8.6 ounces. It is it's pretty much just a regular tool, but I couldn't really find a deluxe version tool from NexTool besides their Gemini, which is a lot larger than the 4-inch version. So, and then when we go down the realm of other tools, there's not a lot of deluxe tools out there. So this is pretty much the cheapest one and probably the least deluxe on the list as well, but it is a great option for a lot of people. So let me know your thoughts. Which one of these is your favorite? Which one of these do you consider a true deluxe tool? Which one do you think deserves the top spot? I think all these are fairly interesting options, some of them a lot better than others, but these are some of the options out there available to you from some of the top brands and some of the top sub brands that we don't talk about or see as often.